Now, several people have really criticized Raila over his remark he made yesterday concerning the dialogue. Okay, one thing we should all make clear is that the Gen Zs have made it very clear that they are leaderless, they are partyless. But Gen Z should stay focused on their agenda and their concern. If they are leaderless, if they are partyless, not everybody in this country are leaderless. Not everybody in this country are partyless. So when Raila was talking yesterday, when Raila called for a dialogue, Raila was not talking on behalf of the Gen Zs. Raila was not talking as a leader of the Gen Zs, because if not for anything, Gen Zs have made it clear that they don't have a leader, they don't even have a political party. Raila was talking in his own capacity as the party leader of ODM. Okay? Raila was talking in his capacity as the leader of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. Raila was talking as his capacity as one of the leaders we have in this country. There are people who see Raila as their leader. Raila is leading a group of people who believes in his leadership. So when Raila talks, he talks on behalf of those who is leading. Okay? When Raila talks, he talks on behalf of those people, over 6 million people who voted for him during last general election. So let us make this thing clear so that we don't run away from the main focus or from the main agenda, that is the governance. Okay, what the Gen Zs are fighting for, some of the agendas they are fighting for is good, but they should do that in a very respectful manner without undermining other leaders. If they don't have leaders, they are not the only people in this country called Kenya. We have other people. Okay? The interests they are saying are of national interest. We don't dispute that. But don't let them undermine other people. When someone talks, it does not talk on behalf of Gen Zs. The fact that Gen Zs are doing whatever they are doing, the fact that Gen Zs doesn't have a leader doesn't mean that other people also doesn't have a leader. There are people who still believe in the leadership of Raila Amolo Odinga. There are people who still see Raila as a leader. So Raila did not talk as the leader of Gen Z, but Raila was talking in his own capacity as a leader, addressing those who believes in him. So Gen Zs, please stop attacking Raila, because we who are in ODM and Azimio, we believe in the leadership of Raila Amolo Odinga, and Raila is our leader. So you cannot say that we are leaderless. Raila is the ODM party leader. ODM party is one of the strongest party we have in this country, with a number of members of parliament, member of county, member of MCA, senators, and even governors. So we cannot say that Raila is not a leader of Gen Z, but Raila is a leader of those who is leading. Okay, so we must make this thing clear from the word go. Let us fight a common goal. Our enemy here and the enemy of this nation is bad governance. The enemy is corruption. The enemy is unemployment. Don't make Raila a point or a topic of discussion. When Raila speaks, when Raila gives his opinion, when Raila talks in his own capacity as a leader, let him address those who is leading, but not everybody. Because we know not everybody voted for Raila, not everybody even like Raila. Okay? If at all, since the Gen Zs are talking about the Finance Bill 2024, Raila talked about the people, there were demonstrations in the Finance Bill 2023. This is where the problem started. Eh? When Ruto introduced the house levy, there were some who were demonstrating. Someone like Okia Mutata even went to court to challenge that. Everybody was quiet. When people died during the last demonstration during the Finance Bill 2023-2024, nobody talked about it. Many people lost their lives. Raila said, this bill is not good for us. Okay? Today you've realized that anyway, this finance bill and overtaxation is not good for the growth and the common humanity. We don't dispute that. But don't undermine the leadership and the capacity of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. There are those people who still believe in him. There are those people who have a lot of confidence in his leadership. Okay? And so when we let us fight a common enemy, which is bad governance. Lastly, President William Ruto is only 2 years in office. And truth be told, when Ruto became president, the price of the basic commodity was so high. Like unga was over 200 shillings. Talk of sugar. A kilo of sugar was almost 300 shillings. Today, as we speak, things are a little bit affordable. We buy 2 kg of maize flour is 100 shillings. Okay, ungangano now is almost 140 bob. Okay, salad a liter is 200 shillings. So it's also important to give President Ruto sometimes and maybe try to fix things up. Okay, so one thing that we can dispute, when this government came into office, there were so many challenges. Fine, we have to fight a way of fighting corruption and incompetence leaders within this government. But even as we are doing that, let us give credit where it's due, but let us not lose focus, but try to side source, to bring some side source and things that doesn't matter. Okay? And also, you say you don't have leaders, you don't want to dialogue. There are things that require policy making, but there are things that does not even require any dialogue or anything. For instance, it doesn't require any dialogue for President Ruto to dissolve cabinet or for President Ruto to fire all the corrupt officers in his government or to arrange just his government to be that performing. And that one doesn't require any kind of dialogue. I agree with that. But there are also some other things that might require some policy making that require now we sit down and talk on how to make it better. So by the end of the day, we must be open-minded and we must also look for a common goal on how to make this country better for all of us. When a leader is doing something that is not right, that is to be the main major focus. When one is doing something right, then we say, apa iko sawa, we continue. When someone is not doing something right, we say, apa sio kuzuri. When president is not doing something right, we say, rais hapa kidogo, we can't do it that way. But above all, we need to respect leaders